Who you looking at, girl? Who you looking at, girl? Who you looking at, girl? You tuned in tonight to the Lady Flava Show on Lady Flava Radio Network. Tonight on the show, a very special guest is rap artist Sojo. Welcome to the Lady Flava Show. How you doing tonight, ma'am?
I'm doing great, thank you. Thanks for having me.
It is definitely my pleasure having you as a guest on tonight's show. So, Joe, you are a native of Florida, and you were raised by your parents along with two older brothers. You are a graduate of Pinellas Park High School. At a very early age, you found entertainment to your passion. Tell us about that journey.
Well, I knew I wanted to be an entertainer as early as first grade. Okay, I auditioned in my class for the role of Coco. If you all are familiar with the TV show Fame, that was very popular in the the early 80s. And once I got a taste of that stage, I knew that performing was definitely something I wanted to do. So throughout my whole entire grade school and middle school, high school, I've always been an entertainer. And high school, I took theater and music as well. And I knew that that was my passion and that was the direction I definitely was going to go into.
Very, very nice. And not only are you a phenomenal rapper, but you're also a singer and songwriter. What genre of music do you sing?
Well, I'm more of a, okay, let me give you the track record, actually. I'm a pop artist. Most of my music, I do sing the hooks and the melody. So most of my material is rather commercial, hip-hop. It's friendly, of course, rap music. But I do pop. But I've also been a praise and worship leader for about 5 years. So I've dibbled and dabbled in gospel music as well. So, you know, I love all genres of music. So I really don't, you know, discriminate. You know, I love country music as well. So, and I'm actually working on a blues project as we speak. So I'm pretty diverse.
Very, very nice. Thank you so much for sharing.
Yes.
You are also signed by Bound Sound Records, a Miami-based record label, and your mentor was the late L.C. Sneed. Am I saying his name correctly?
You are saying it correctly, yes.
And he was an executive at Warner Brother Records. How was your experience working with your mentor?
Oh, it was awesome. Actually, that experience was about almost 20 years ago. I'll go ahead and put that out there. But meeting L.C. Sneed was incredible. I was currently at the time working with the late Johnny Robinson as well. If you all will probably be hearing about R&S Records soon. That's my management and the record label that I'm currently working with. His son is actually the president of that company. Now his father passed away in this past December. Oh. But I was managed by his father, Johnny Robinson, and he introduced me to L.C. Sneed, and L.C. Sneed signed me as a rap artist to that label in the 90s. And it was such an incredible experience. I was able to produce a 12-inch. You know, we don't really rap.
Yes. We have back on the line with us tonight a very special guest on tonight's Lady Flava Show, Mrs. Sojo. Mrs. Sojo, you were sharing your experience working with L.C. Sneed and when you were assigned to the record label. Would you like to continue?
Sure, I would. Yes, I was signed to L.C. Sneed in the 90s, working with R&S Records, the late Mr. Johnny Robinson, who departed this earth in December that just passed. So, you know, we're still, you know, grieving that. But he was such an incredible manager, and he introduced me to L.C. Sneed, and L.C. signed me to his label, and I was so excited. I had a record out. The name of the record was called Wind It Up. And honestly, at that time, I got to give you a little history. my name that I was going under at the time was Duchess of Deafness. It was MCDOD. You know, back then everybody was MC whatever in the 90s. So I just currently changed my name around the mid-2000s into Sojourner. But, yeah, I was under the record label Bound Sound Records under the name Duchess of Deafness. L.C. Sneed was so incredible to work with. He was a wonderful man, and I'm just so grateful for him. I just ordered my 12-inch from across the seas over in Australia maybe about 2 weeks ago, because I had my video release party, and I could not find the hard copy as far as my 12-inch was concerned, so I had to order it. I was so amazed that I'm globally known as an artist because I actually was able to find my record in a couple of other countries, so that was exciting for me. But I've had some great experiences, so I'm really excited about being able to share that with you as far as my journey.
Very nice. Thank you so much for sharing that information. And you had a single entitled Wind It Up that was featured on the soundtrack of the movie Chocolate City. Tell us about that.
Okay, there's a guy by the name of William Packer. He's actually a director, a film director, and he's a native of St. Petersburg, and he was attending college in the late 90s. I want to say he was in FAMU, and he reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to be a part of the soundtrack, and of course I did. This was his very first film, and if you look up William Packer, he's done a lot of incredible films in the industry now. He's a household name now. But my song was featured on Chocolate City on that movie, and that was incredible for me to just, actually see a movie and hear my music in the background. So, as a young girl, that was very exciting.
Oh, man, I can't even imagine that, of course. That is a very exciting experience.
Yes.
Awesome. Back in 2002, you merged with two hit songs, Watch Me and Thick Girl. Thick Girl caught the attention of T-Pain, who had you as his opening act on his tour. Wow, that is quite an accomplishment.
Yes! Yes. That was a great experience. I opened for T-Pain at a show in North Florida when he first dropped his first single, I'm Sprung. And from there, he was very impressed with my performance, and he really liked my music. What was so funny about working with T-Pain was T-Pain is just such a down-to-earth artist. He would actually be backstage while I was opening up the show for him, and he would have a microphone. So he was actually my hype man behind the curtains to all of my songs. That's how much he, really enjoyed my music. So that experience was a lot of fun, and I toured with him for maybe almost about a year, and then he went on and signed with a bigger label, and of course, the rest is history. You know how that goes, industry, and you move on. So that's a whole other story. But yeah, that experience working with T-Pain was incredible, and his whole family are just like my family right now. His mom managed me maybe about a year after that. So we're all still pretty close. So that was a great experience. T-Pain did wonders for my career, I would say, at the time, as far as getting my single known on social media. Thick Girl has over maybe a little over 1 million views right now on YouTube.
Nice.
And we're actually getting ready to film the video for Thick Girl maybe next month. So you guys be tuning in for that. It's going to be interesting.
Oh, man, and I'm definitely looking forward to viewing your video as well. Congratulations. Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And I would like to ask you, what inspired you to continue on with your journey each day?
Well, what inspires me is I have a wonderful support team around me. Most people, when they start off as a young person in this business, after about 10 or 15 years, a lot of people just give up on their dreams and they decide, okay, well, I'm never going to make it. It's just too hard in this business. So they just settle for a 9-to-5. Well, Of course, I've done them 9 to 5. I'm still in society working, but I never gave up on my dream, and I'm not going to ever give up on my dream. Music is everything to me, and I want to be able to show people that it doesn't really matter what age you are. If you have a passion or a dream, especially in the entertainment business, you have to keep going. You have to surround yourself around people that will be positive influences. I am so blessed and so grateful to have such a wonderful husband that supports me in everything that I do. So he has really encouraged me to continue to keep going. We have children. I have 4 kids. I have a husband. But my husband is all for what I do with my music. He stands behind me. My management company, RNS Records, and Groove Hub Nation. You know, these people have been rocking with me for, you know, a long time, and they've watched me grow, and they really believe in me, and they believe in my music. And when you have people around you that believe in you and your craft, it's so much easier to continue. You don't have it in you to stop. I don't have it in me to give up. I'm going to keep doing this until the day I die.
Oh, man. Oh, man. And you definitely inspired me with your words. Thank you so much for being a positive role model. You're welcome.
Yes.
To all our audience, Sojo, she is one of the premier artists in the Tampa Bay area. Her music is inspirational to women of all shapes and colors, uplifting them while teaching them to love themselves. Sojo is an electrifying artist whose live shows are amazing. She loves and appreciates her fans and connects with them every chance she gets. Now they have a chance to reconnect with her as she launches Watch Me, her new take on classic. Tell us about your song, Watch Me.
Watch Me is an incredible single. As you may have heard earlier in my interview, I stated that Watch Me and Thick Girl were my biggest songs when I was on tour with T-Pain. So around this area, people may have said, well, you know, this song has been out for a long time. Almost 10 years ago, I remember hearing Watch Me. Well, the thing with Watch Me is Watch Me was my first single that I ever had out, but we didn't give it that much of a push. And just recently, I said in the last 6 months of doing parties and shows and opening up and doing concerts, the response that I get when I perform Watch Me live gave me the idea that, listen, it doesn't matter how old a song is or how long ago you put a song out. I wanted to put a visual with it, and that's what I'm working on right now, trying to put a visual with all of my music. I would love to do a visual album. I want to do a video to every song that I have. But Watch Me is such an incredible single. We shot the video for that with an incredible videographer by the name of Miko White. And it's currently on YouTube right now, and you can go to my Facebook page or Sojo ENT and watch it. But the video to Watch Me was so much fun to shoot. It's just another song that encourages women, no matter what shape or size. You go out to a club or a party, it don't matter who you're standing next to, whether the girls are 2 or size 22, you have to know that you are flawless. You have to love who you are, love the skin that you are in. And that's what inspired me to write that single, just saying, hey, look, I know I look good when I step out. I know I feel good. And that's what I'm all about, inspiring women, you know, of all shapes, sizes, colors, or whatever, to just love who you are and accept it, embrace it.
Oh, man. Oh, man, very well said. And to all our audience, Sojo is known as the Ladies Champion, and we're going to be sharing on tonight's Lady Flava show her hot new song, Watch Me. Sojo, I want to thank you so much once again for being a special guest on tonight's Lady Flava show with your host, Tina Williams, a.k.a. Lady Flava, right here at www.ladyflava.com. Before you leave us tonight, what is one thing you'd like to leave our listeners with?
Well, I would just like for everyone to know that I am an artist. I am a champion. I want people to know that I will never give up on my dream or my passion. And I just encourage everyone out there, whether you're male, female, or whatever, if it's something that you want to do and you believe it in your heart, that is what you were created and designed to do and to believe, don't let anybody else tell you anything different. Just go after your dreams and go after your goals. And being the ladies champion, I'm always repping and holding the torch for women. So I just love people. I want to be an inspiration to those, and I want to help motivate people. So just, listen to my music. I hope that I can inspire someone. Check videos on YouTube. Log on to sojoent.com. I'm also on Facebook, Sojo Entertainment LLC. And you can also check me out on Onyx Records. So I'm just excited that you guys are even tuning in and listening. So just thank you so much for just giving me the opportunity to speak.
Oh, man, and it's definitely my pleasure, ma'am. Thank you so much once again. You have a wonderful and safe night. God bless.
Thank you. You do the same. Bless you, too. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sweetheart. Bye-bye.
Who you looking at, girl? 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 I'm that chick now. You know that I'm that chick now. I'm that chick now. You know that I'm that chick.